Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi. Got the metronome clicking on like crazy. I think Shakespeare, one of those plays, A Rose by Any Other Name would be as sweet. So, this has been a tough match. What you saw right there was I had to res people with a hive. I had to change out my skills and then wait 8 minutes to get my... Ooh, there's everyone. Roxy, knock it off. To res everyone. And not everyone, but 2 of the players. And this is the second wave of Manning National Zoo final boss part. We're getting overrun. And we're getting smoked. And they're trying to res me. I'm the only one that has... I got my Vile Jammer on, but it's just not enough here. And I kind of get up. I do that once. And we're just surrounded. I'm trying to just do anything at this point. And I get downed again. This is usually in the video where I say, thank you. Maybe today is a short one. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. I like to share when I fail in these legendaries because it happens sometimes. And I wanted to point out the person in our group, this Rose Fox, has been pretty good. We did the traditional up from the front. We tried to get it going. They stayed up pretty much a lot of the time. I haven't had to worry about them. They're aces in my book. So, want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And then maybe I will see you again, YouTube. Or will she res me? Or he res me? Ooh, no. So am I going to quit? Not today. Because I think there is an author, maybe he's an anthropologist, I don't know what he is, Joseph Campbell, talked about the hero's journey. And I'm not going to go into depth because I'd have to do a little research. But he's been credited with kind of the crux of Star Wars is based off of some of that kind of stuff. Maybe it's anthropology. I'm not sure. I'll look it up. Talk about a different thing. So we had a guy in the beginning that you saw. I gave you a quick glimpse. We've had to res that guy nonstop all the time. Every single time he sat dead for minutes and minutes and minutes. And so I've changed my build to be my high DPS build, and I am going to still put out... Wait a second, where is everybody? So what I realized, we've just done our first attempt the traditional way, and now we're mobile. I am still going to jammer, just not going to Vile Jammer. One of the benefits of this particular configuration is that the jammer will induce the status effect I need to proc Shock and Awe, Perfect Shock and Awe, which my turret's then going to do the most. It's kind of a hybrid DPS build. In reality, I should change out my belt because the waveform is going to do less here, but it is what it is. In hindsight, during this whole map, so I'm going to try to support everyone. So I'm going to try to get... Rose Fox has changed their build, and that was quick. They hopped right into the next session of this, so they probably were like, we're not going to do this again. And so sometimes the story's not about you. And I can guarantee every single person in the world that the time the story is not about them is when you have children. Because what you realize when you have children, there comes a certain point that you see yourself in your children, and then you see yourself in your parents. And what you realize when you stop talking to your parents as much or whatever and living your own life as you should, that you're just a player in someone else's life at times.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Agent down.
And so this story isn't about Ronan Kazi today. It's not about the person that kept dying countless times, who we've forgotten already, whose name shall not be mentioned except for a placeholder name such as Ambrosia. Nope, we're not going to think about that person. Instead, we're going to concentrate on Rose Fox. They obviously have a tank build. I don't check out the build. But they are in that phase where they're going to res everyone. And I've told you that before. Sometimes that's what your build has to be as a tank. Furthermore, they're going to go out and neutralize all these ads. So we're going through the first phases. Second phase of the final boss battle on Manning National Zoo begins with a lot of electronics, a lot of dogs and everything. And I've mentioned to you before the many times I've done Manning National Zoo that sometimes we do this mobile run through everything. And that's what we're doing today. Now, I think this is a good point of the division, but I wish I could change my build, but you can't. You have to dance with who you brought. But I realize I'm not going to be able to stay up here. I just need to set the turret up here and then start going. And I'm waiting for this part, that sound right there, and then I can hit both spawns. And now we're on to the dogs. This is where we got overrun on the last phase. I'm not quite as fast, but I do more damage. So the story's not always about you. So at what point in your life did you realize that the story's not mainly me? As my kids' life goes on, my story remains the same, but I'm not the number one subject in their lives. They are the number one subject in their lives. So when you're in a mission here in the Division 2, is the story 100% about you, or sometimes are you part of a team and maybe it's a team story? This is not a team story. This is a story about Rose_Fox. I've told you before, when you're a technician, you should be taking out the dogs. You get 10% extra damage. I don't know why I keep going here. It just seems all I do is go behind this water tank and die. You can see even with not 2 skills, my turret's doing a decent amount of damage. So I am apprehensive during all of this. Are we gonna, is this when we wipe? But I keep taking a stock of everyone. Johnny 5 comes up. He's gonna go down. Or she, or it, or they, whatever Johnny 5s are. It's maybe. The last spawn gives you a chunga out of the left door facing out into the great abyss. Oh, and I'm going to shoot rockets up the wazoo. This is a call out to fellow YouTuber Ultimate Shield, who says don't forget to use your number 4 skill for a PC person. Your super skill, your special. So I have tons of ammo up here, so I keep doing it. Just make sure my skills are back up. Another YouTuber, Sloth Mood, says sometimes it's hard playing maybe it's not hard. He just doesn't like keeping track of all those skills going up. I agree. Sometimes that's a pain in the butt. If you want to absorb some content and you're interested in looking at some of the new stuff that's going on, maybe you're new to the Division 2, Grin Aid has a channel where she's putting out a ton of videos all the time, and she's talking now too. Props to her for talking. Some of us are playing Destiny 2 over on Destiny 2. Super Slanky's going over there. I'm going to try to get in a group with him this weekend. Ultimate Shield's over there. Sloth Mood's over there. There's crossplay there. So I'm getting picked up here. Or not. And so the story's always not about us. It is. You don't want to put other people in front of you all of the time, but there are moments and there are stories when it's not about you. And so there was a certain point when I kept getting picked up. I go, this isn't about me. And I'm not getting picked up. There's no, I'm doing everything I can do. And everything I do isn't going to get us through. So I just realized at this point, it's not about me. So I go, okay, I'm going to go full support. I'm going to support the people to go out there. And while, excuse me, the other couple people in the group are not as high as us, we're all above 1,000. So I'm getting a look at the battlefield. One of the good things that's happening is they're trying to, I've told you this before, when you're a skill build and you're doing a lot of damage and you pull the aggro, they go after your skill. So when you put your skill in position for it to get everyone, it's also, I hate people that loot during a match. Sorry, everybody, for my true nature coming out. I see that Johnny 5 too late. I should have thrown my turret first, and I'm going to get smoked. Well, this is the time normally I say, I apologize for all my yapping, and maybe I should have been a better teammate, but thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. It's really helping out. Got some more surprises for everyone that I'm going to start doing. I figured out my computer problem. It was scaling. When you get a computer with a high resolution screen, a laptop with a high resolution screen, it has, like, mine was at 150% scaling. So when I was doing the videos were scaled 150%. Normally, I just try to record one of my main screen on 1920 by 1080 for the videos. It's a game. I don't know if you care. Okay, we've just got the third spawn going. So now we got one more spawn and we got the boss spawn. And again, we're in a wild place. We can't coordinate because we're not using Game Voice. At least I'm not using Game Voice. And for a while, this spot's okay. So I can reach everyone. And I'm going to throw my turret up there. And you can see there's a sniper dog somewhere. Here comes a Chunga. And I think I can take the Chunga down because I got perfect shock and awe going, and I can see the grenade launcher shooting grenades over my head. Too bad for my teammates, but... And then someone sees me and starts smoking me. I use uncharacteristic. I use a med pack. Now I'm waiting a second for and they're not going to give me a second, and I'm going to die. But I die near cover. And so as you start playing, you're also going to start dying in better places so that people can res you. Now, if no one had been running around and I had gone out here by myself, this would have been an absolutely stupid place to die. But we're in a mobile thing. Should I quit? No, we're doing a mobile thing. Oh, wait, maybe I should quit because we only have one person left. Well, everyone, This is normally when I say thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing, liking. So how do I know that they have adrenaline rush? Because you see that blue when they get near someone. I think that's what it is. Yeah, when they get near someone, I'm going to guess they have adrenaline rush. I think that's Artificer on there. Oh, it's not. They are survival build. Now, this is what I'm going to say for Rose. Although I find those color mix garish, however you pronounce that word, it's nice. It fits her brand. She has rose-colored items on her stuff. It's great. Now, I realize she's going to come res me. So, I am thinking what I'm going to do next. I switch back to me. I'm going to pulse as soon as possible. I might not charge it all the way, but I'm going to pulse quick. Pulse quick. Come on, you can do it. Pulse quick. Maybe I didn't pulse quick. So I'm going to knock down that dog. Another guy's going to go. And then I'm going to take on the Chunga that's coming. So I am going to use another med kit. Pulse first. Oh crap, I go down. Now, I can't die. I don't want to die. When you go down, your skills still work. So you don't want to rage quit. You want to stay alive. You don't want to crawl out of cover. Again, I'm in cover because Christmas miracle is going to happen. My turret takes the Chunga down while I'm down. So that means we're going to get ready to spawn the boss phase. Yay for us. This is usually when I don't tell you to like, subscribe, share. So happy, in a good spot. But now I'm trying to think. From experience tells me the boss is going to spawn out of a couple places. And there we go. There's one of the bosses. And I'm just trying to, I forget that I could go in that little cubby hole. And we're getting naded. And Rose is trying to take the aggro of the bosses, and this is where we should be killing the ads. Oh crap. Don't die right next to me, because that would make this video horrible. It wouldn't be a hero's journey. It'd be Ronin's journey, drawing everyone into death. Oh crap. Well, if one more goes down, you know, by legal contract, I have to start that phrasing. Excuse me. So, LePew 38. We hardly knew ye. Look behind you, bro. But here's what they're doing. They're going around the map and killing all the ads. That's what you should do. Don't even worry about the bosses here till you get all the ads killed. So fantastic. Gosh, and again, Rose Fox has to carry us to the end. This is one of those we've been playing. The total will be about 2 hours once we get done. That's one where I'd go out and get myself a Supreme Pizza just for me. No one else in the house. You can't eat this. You didn't carry. Maybe she's going to go down, though. Maybe her story is she's going to get chicken wings. I don't know what Rose Fox likes to eat. I don't know her that well. Again, I pulsed immediately, and F, I'm getting into near stuff, and then, yes, I'm going to eat shit again. The problem with fighting from over there is There's not a lot of cover.
An agent has left.
Wow.
Rook.
Disappointed in you, LePew. Now, I want you to think about this strategy that this person has the presence of mind to do. They draw everyone around here on the map. Sometimes I've told you that you shouldn't stay stationary. And has the presence of mind of, yeah, while I'm at it, let me kill all these ads. So when I finally get my lame-ass teammates up, this Ronin Kazi, that they won't die. So what should I do next? I should put out healing, right? That's what I should do next at this point. I don't even know how she got that person up. And dying in a good spot, right? And we're getting grenaded again. That's just crazy. Throws a hive. That's okay. I've told you tanks should have hives because that's what they do. So I'm going to go do that, get the lay of the land, put something that's going to aggro people up. And then when my skill resets, I should load something healing. And I'm going to stay on her or his or their hip. Okay, first off, we're going to heal. Great. So that's number one. Number two, I got to get rid of my turret for something good. And because we're on the final boss, on the final day of this final thing, I authorize the use of a chem launcher. So we face the two bosses and a Chunga. So the Chunga is the number one priority. There's the healing. They're like, why didn't you do that earlier? I know, I'm a scrub. He doesn't want to be dead. How about you take a class in grammar, bro? Was quoting Joseph Campbell, was quoting Shakespeare, and then you're all, I don't want to be dead. All right, so turret gone. Chem launcher's been authorized, and we're going to use mud pies. Mud pies for the bosses. There's boss number one. There's boss number two. How do you guys like mud pies? I'm sure everyone's super happy. Now, I want you to think about what Rose did. Rose pulled them back where the heels are. She's not going to die, but that's a person that's playing the game the right way. And what I've heard, I've never actually done it, but you shoot inside their shield, so you're getting close to them and you're going in between. That guy goes down like a cheap suit. And I'm going to throw the stuff over here. I'm not going to make them drag them each time. So, want to thank you for this time for real. Watching, sharing, liking, mudding myself. That happens a lot. So, mission complete for no other reason than it's a legendary. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate everyone that takes time to watch and comment. Last time I was here, didn't finish it. Didn't think I was going to finish it this time. And so I'm going to give you a real close-up on Rose here in a second and salute him or her, they, them. And thank you again, YouTube.